Hey beauty addicts, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a back to school makeup tutorial, and it's also going to be an affordable makeup tutorial. So I do have two other back to school makeup tutorials. One was before I went cruelty-free and vegan. One was when I was cruelty-free, possibly also vegan with my makeup. So I will link those down below for you guys. Those two are kind of similar. They're very natural, similar palettes, just two different palettes. I kind of created the same look, which I absolutely love for back to school, but I was like, this year, gotta switch it up. I cannot do the exact same look again. So I wanted to do something a little bit more fun, has a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more color, still a little bit more on the natural side, not too crazy. I also used some more natural products like the e.l.f. Glow palette. Michael, don't play with the backdrop. Ugh. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. But I will have those other two makeup tutorials linked down below. This one's going to be a little bit more fun and different. I use all affordable products. I did accidentally start using higher end brushes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert alternative brushes that you can use that you can pick up at the drugstore. I just wasn't thinking, I'm like, oh, I'm doing an affordable makeup tutorial, and I'm like, I've already used like Sigma brushes, so whoops. Also, my hair is different. I will be doing a video on my new hair and all of that jazz, so stay tuned for that. I will have a couple more videos going up that has my old hair, but I will be doing a video on my new hair just because I need to add more hair videos to this channel. If you guys agree, let me know down in the comments what types of videos you want to see, hairstyling videos, I don't care, but I definitely need to incorporate hair more on here. Alright, now that we got the introduction out of the way, if you guys want to see how to do this back to school makeup look, then just keep on watching. Alright, the first thing that we're going to do is go in with setting spray. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray and spraying that all over my face. Then we're going to go in with face primer, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Coverall face primer, and I'm just spreading that all over my face using my fingers. I decided to go with face primer and all my face products first just because this look is going to be a little bit more natural. If I do a darker or crazier look, I like to, do the eye look first. Next, we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation and replace that all over our face using the Sigma F80 brush. Now, this F80 does okay with, putting on foundation and blending it in, but I did get another one of these, and the second one that I got was a complete dud. It was terrible. So I don't know if you guys have had that struggle, but be careful whenever you're deciding to order from Sigma. Then I just want to blend in the foundation with my fingers just because the brush didn't fully blend it in. It was just washed, so I still had to use my fingers to blend it in. Most of my Sigma brushes actually are really great, but for some reason this F80, it's been a love-hate relationship for me. Now we're going to go in with the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and we're going to place this right underneath of our eyes, and for me, a little bit on my cheeks just to cover up the redness that I have there. And then we're going to blend it in with another Sigma brush. I believe this is the I don't know, let me go look. It is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 brush. And this brush actually does a fantastic job blending in my concealer. It's probably my favorite under eye concealer brush for blending. Next, we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Total Glow Face Palette, and we're going to be using this blush. I haven't even tried the other blush just because I'm so obsessed with this blush. And we're going to be using a Sigma brush to place it on our cheeks, and we're using the Sigma Large Angled Contour F40 brush, which does a pretty good job at putting, not only just like placing blush, but also blending because it is pretty fluffy as well. Then to make sure that the blush is well blended, we're going to be using the Sigma Small Duo Fiber F55 brush. Then going back in with the e.l.f. Glow Face Palette, we're going to be using this highlight shade and placing it on our cheekbones, and I am just using my fingers to place it. Some people feel like this highlighter isn't that good, but I like it, and I think it's true to what the palette's supposed to be, which is a more natural highlight. Then we're going to use this highlight shade from the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this is in Dolce de Leche, so that's a highlight shade from that palette, and we're just placing that right underneath our eyes on top of our concealer with the e.l.f. Small Tapered Highlight Brush. Now we're going to go in with the ColourPop eyeshadow in Waddles. I absolutely love this shade. I'm so glad it's still available. So I'm just placing it on with my middle finger. However, it is kind of difficult to do it when you have such long nails. Mine have really grown out. So I will be going back in with an e.l.f. blending brush. It's tapered, just to blend it out even more. I kind of packed on the color, but I needed that help. But the good thing about Waddles is it's one of the more creamier ColourPop eyeshadows. So it made it really easy to get back in there and blend back and forth, add more color. No problem at all. Then going in with that e.l.f. blending brush, we're also going to use Waddles and place it on the lower lash line. Because this brush has a tapered end, it makes it really easy to get right underneath the eye without making it too big and wide underneath it there. And it also is fluffy, which is great for blending. Now we're going to go in with another ColourPop eyeshadow, and this one is in Glow, which is from the Kathleen Lights palette, or Quad. And I absolutely love this shade. It is starting to dry out on me, but it works great for this look. So I am just applying it with the Sigma F55 or E55 brush, just a shading brush, and I'm using the flat part of the brush to place it onto my eyelid. And I absolutely love the contrast between Waddles and Glow. It's such a pretty contrast. Still natural, but it has a little bit of something to it in comparison to, you know, your basic nude and white shades. Then as usual, I'm going to go back and forth with these brushes and eyeshadows just to make sure that everything looks nice. Going back and forth makes sure that you're not, you know, missing too much of one eyeshadow or another, and helps with all of the blending that you need to do with an eye look. Then we're going to add on more highlighter from the Natural Glow Face palette from e.l.f. And we're going to be using the Shader Crease E47 Sigma brush to place it. And we're placing the highlight shade on our brow bone, and also we're going to place it on the inner corners of our eyes. Typically whenever I put on a highlighter on my cheekbone, that's what I like to put on the inner corner of my eye and on my brow bones. Now we're going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Eyeliner Liquid Eyeliner. Now stay tuned, I will have a bold eyeliner tutorial coming up on Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. That is when it will premiere. Now this, I'm only using the liquid eyeliner for this look because I want it to be a little bit more simple. But in that bold eyeliner tutorial, I actually used 3 of my favorite products that I like to combine together to create a very bold eyeliner look. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, for this, we're just going to keep it a little bit more simple. So I am just going in with a liquid eyeliner. I chose the liquid eyeliner rather than a cream eyeliner just because I feel like liquid eyeliners last a lot longer and have less movement, because sometimes if I use a cream eyeliner, it gets on top of my eyelid. So this is a better way to go, at least for me. So I am just trying to do a thin line as well. Sometimes it gets bigger as you are doing the liner, but try to go for something thin so that way it's a little bit more natural looking. Then we're going to go in with the ColourPop Brow Pencil in Dope Taupe. I've been using Blondie for a long time, but now that I have a ombre balayage hairstyle where I'm going dark to light, I can get away with using a little bit darker of a brow pencil, and that's a good thing because I ran out of Blondie a couple days ago and I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was like, oh, now that I got my hair done, I can use Dope Taupe. So thank goodness, because you guys know how important brows are in the beauty community. So wanted to make sure my brows look good. Next, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Honeydew and place this on our lower lash line. It is just like a, nude eyeliner. It's not white, because white can be a little bit harsh, so this is a very natural eyeliner to put on your lower lash line to make yourself look more awake, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just adding it onto my lower waterline. Next, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. I do have a first impressions video of me trying this on coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. So I just applied it to my upper and lower lashes, and I also did 2 layers of this. So I went in twice with this mascara. Now we're going to move on to lipstick, and I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Last Lip Color, and this is in Think Pink number 901B, and I'm just placing this on my lips, starting with the bottom and then tapping my lips together to do the top, and then just kind of filling in the rest as I go. Then the last step is to add lip gloss, and we're going to be using the e.l.f. Clear Lip Lacquer, and then just start by placing it on my lower lip and then moving on to the top lip. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know down in the comments any other types of videos that you guys would like to see on this channel. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Click that little bell so that you're notified of when my videos have been posted. Like this video if you did like it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! That's the highlighter that I have right here. It's what I'm wearing on my cheekbones, on the inner corners of my eye, and on my brow bones. Whenever I use a highlighter, that's typically what I like to do, is to put it in all 3 of those places. If I do a stark white inner corner, I may layer like this highlighter on top of the stark white eyeshadow. But yeah, I absolutely love ColourPop highlighters. I think that they are amazing, but at the same time, I feel like